guys, Demise here. Welcome back to my channel. And in this video, I will be helping you guys complete the fusion. Since this one is actually pretty good, so I'll be giving you guys my best tips and tricks for this one. We'll start off with the most important and probably the hardest for most of the people is Summon Rush and Champion Chase. For Summon Rush, you would ideally need 6 Sacreds or maybe 4 Sacreds and a bunch of other shards as well. You would need a total of 3,000 most of the time for the Summon Rush, and you can complete that 3,000 by using only 6 Sacred Shards, which is why the Sacred ones are the best value during the Summon Rush. For the Champion Chase, it depends on the type of champion that you pull. The best values for this one is Ancient and Void. This is because you can actually get really good value, especially during a 2x Ancients, which usually Raid does put the fusion with the Champion Chase with a 2x Ancients most of the time, not all the time. However, if you guys are lacking these shards, Mystery Shards are also really good value for Champion Chase tournaments. If you guys have also saved up your fusions, you can use these rares and fuse the epics, that's also points. Same thing with the Rosin, Broadmo, and Relic Keeper, you can fuse the champions and get free points that way. Or if you're like me and you are a hoarder, you can pull the previous fragments. So I have Rorik and Yannica and then 2 other epics. I have 1 more epic upcoming as well as Yakal and Mithrala. So once I get them, I won't be pulling them unless there is a Champion Chase or a CVC. The same thing goes with this fusion. This fusion is actually a fragment. So if you guys do get him, it's up to you if you want to pull him during CVC or Champion Chase. So the next challenging one I'd say is Dungeon Divers. You would need around 5,000 energy to complete one of these Dungeon Divers. And usually there are 2 to 3. So you would need around 10,000 to 15,000 to complete these Dungeon Diver events. Most of the time, Raid also allows you to double dip. So for example, there is a Dungeon Divers going on right now. There is also an Ice Golem tournament. So each one of these tournaments, during a fusion, it would cost around 2,000 energy if you are doing the stage 20. If you're doing anything above stage 20, it's going to cost more than 2,000. So if you guys are looking just to do the points, I suggest farming stage 20. It is the best energy to points value. But if you guys are also looking for gear, there is no reason why you wouldn't be going for the hard stages as well. And then the next ones are the tournaments. So you have Spider, Fire Knight, Dragon, and Ice Golem. Like I mentioned earlier, each one of these will cost you around 2,000 if you farm stage 20 dungeons. So in total, you would need around 8,000 for that. And if you combine that with Dungeon Divers, it's roughly around 12,000 energy to get all of these done. So if I were you, you would want to save your energy. So right here, I do have the CVC tournament reward saved up. I also have a bunch of other potions that I haven't used. And then coming into quests, I also have the monthly ones. And in the next 2 weeks, we will have the energy back up again in the clan shop. And you also have the energy from the tag team arena. But you also have some more in Cursed City, Doom Tower, and other game modes as well. The next one is Artifact Enhancement. There are usually 3 of them each fusion. One of these Artifact Enhancement costs around, I'd say, 18 million silver, roughly. I would suggest before the fusion even starts, you should have around 20 million. This is because you can complete the first one with ease, and then the next 2, you can actually complete them by selling the gear that you got from farming the dungeons for this fusion as well. And then there are also the arena missions. There are 2 of them. So what you need to do is basically just be active in arena. There should be no problem, honestly. Those are literally free fragments. And then you have Champion Training Tournament. These ones will cost differently depending on the situation you are. So for Champion Training Tournaments, you can actually use Skill Tomes. If you use the Skill Tomes, these count as a lot of points. I believe the Legendary is about 200 plus, or maybe 200 on the dot. And then the Epics are worth 75 points. So if you guys are looking to book out champions, make sure to do them during the Champion Training Tournament. You can use these brews for both Champion Training Tournament and Champion Training Event, as well as other different events like the one we have right now. What you want to do is basically look for food. Before you feed them off, make sure to put 2 brews into these 3 stars, 3 brews into 4 stars, and then put 5 brews on 5 stars. And you're actually saving a lot of energy, believe it or not. By doing these strategies, I can save a few thousand energy right away. So to summarize this video for you guys, I tried to keep it as short as possible. You want to have at least 6 Sacred Shards for Summon Rush. You would want to have your fusions and fragment summons saved up. And I'd say you maybe need around 40 Ancient Shards so that you can complete the Champion Chase tournament. And then you would need more or less 60 million silver to complete all of the Artifact Enhancements. And to complete the champion training, as well as the other dungeons with Dungeon Divers event, I'd say you should keep at least maybe 20,000. Do keep in mind every day you do refresh energy, you can gain a few thousand every single day. So if you guys do have gems or any other energy saved up like me, it should be no problem with you. Also remember that you are going to be getting 1,000 energy in the next 2 weeks, which is also still during the fusion. You have Tag Team Arena. There are lots of ways to get energy. So as long as you guys have the shards, you should be able to get the fusion. And if you guys are interested in having takeovers and free coaching sessions, make sure to drop your Discord ID down below and I will message you guys. I will also be making a video on your account if you guys do allow it. So if you guys are interested, do drop your Discord ID down below. Aside from that, I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys prepare well and I'll see you in the next one.